Today, we're going to talk about a common phenomenon that most of us experience every week. It creeps up on you, and you probably don't even realize it. In fact, by the time that this feeling reaches you, you don't know that it's slowly been working its way into the front of your thoughts. You may have already had this feeling happen in the last few days. It's the Sunday Scaries. That feeling of anxiety and dread that sets in as the weekend comes to an end and the work week approaches. Welcome to the Peaceful Spaces podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea. We're diving into the Sunday Scaries, what the heck these are, and how to hopefully overcome them. Remember, I'm not a mental health professional, but like most podcasters, I've done due diligence in my research. Therapy, counseling with a licensed professional counselor, things like that, that are with professionals. I'm a big time advocate for those. So please go speak to your doctor if you have deeper questions about anxiety, depression, things that can be clinically diagnosed. So, the Sunday Scaries. There's actually some good news. With some planning and preparation, you can actually overcome those Sunday Scaries and create a peaceful week ahead. And that's what we're going to discuss today. First, let's talk about why the Sunday Scaries happen. It's a combination of feeling overwhelmed by the tasks ahead, the anticipation of the unknown, and the desire to hold on to the freedom and relaxation of the weekend. The Sunday Scaries are feelings of intense anxiety and dread that routinely occur every Sunday. They often start in the late afternoon and continue into the evening. However, depending on a person's level of anxiety, these feelings can start as soon as they get out of bed. This is according to Dr. Albers of the Cleveland Clinic. Her clients often describe it as a pit in the bottom of their stomachs that grows as Sunday progresses, or just this anxiety that haunts them throughout the day. Dr. Albers says, the Sunday Scaries are triggered by the end of the weekend approaching and us anticipating our return to work. She says, when people start to make their to-do lists or contemplate their upcoming responsibilities, the transition from relaxation to work mode can be a tough 180. The Sunday Scaries are actually fairly common. Most people experience them at one point or another. It's a normal reaction to adjusting to different roles and change. However, this is not a clinical diagnosis, Dr. Albers adds. During the weekend, your cognitive load is significantly lowered, so it's easy to let your guard down. It takes a lot of mental energy to prep for upcoming tasks. Some of our Sunday Scaries might stem from our brains gearing up to access the parts that we don't use during the weekend. That is all from Dr. Albers of the Cleveland Clinic. I'll link to that resource in the show notes. So, what can you do to maybe overcome some of these feelings? Well, here are some things that can help. Let's start with planning your week. Take a few minutes on Sunday to plan your schedule for the upcoming week. This includes possible work tasks, doesn't have to, maybe some appointments that you have coming up, meetings with friends, maybe some things on your personal to-do list. This will help you feel more in control of your week and reduce the anxiety of the unknown. Next, prioritize your tasks. Make a list of the most important tasks that need to be done for the week and prioritize them based on urgency and importance. This will help you tackle the most critical tasks first and reduce that feeling of being overwhelmed. Next, let's prep your meals. I think I talk about this a lot. One way to reduce the stress of the work week is to plan and prepare your meals for the week ahead as much as you possibly can. This will help save you time and money, and you won't have to worry about what to eat during those busy work days. Let's also maybe get some organization done. Take the time to maybe declutter a part of your home, organize your workspace. A lot of us are working from home. This is my setup here. For those that are watching via video, you see this is my desk. But, get your personal belongings together before your Monday routine starts. A tidy and organized environment can actually help reduce stress. Finally, let's start a Sunday routine. Our human nature loves routine. And one way to ground us is to create it. Maybe that's having supper with your family around the dinner table. Practicing thankfulness is actually another good routine to have on Sundays. Think about things like, what are you most thankful for, and what's coming up this week that you can give gratitude for in advance. So, speaking of self-care, there's also some self-care practices that can help you create a peaceful week. That first thing, practice mindfulness. Take some time to meditate, practice deep breathing, read the Bible. This can help reduce your stress and increase some focus. Exercise. Another mindful self-care practice is getting some physical activity, whether you're stretching, you take a walk in the park, or go to a gym and work out. This exercise can also help reduce stress, increase endorphins, and that can improve your overall mood. Next, disconnect. Get off the internet. Go touch some grass. Take a break from technology. Constant notifications and distractions can actually add to feelings of anxiety and stress. So, press pause. Lastly, get enough sleep. A good night's sleep is essential for your overall health and well-being. Make sure to prioritize your sleep and establish a relaxing bedtime routine. So, there you have it. By preparing for the week ahead and practicing some of those self-care tips, you can hopefully overcome the Sunday Scaries and create a peaceful week. Remember, taking small steps towards overcoming those feelings can create a significant difference in your Sunday and then in your week. That's all for today's episode. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next one.